Today is October the 19th, but this video was recorded September 24th after 2 weeks of rain and a flash flood. Hello everyone, welcome to Lacewing Lane. If you haven't been here before, my name is Shari. My boyfriend and I bought some property and we have been renovating it inside and out. And one of our biggest concerns to start with was the yard. We've been trying to plant grass, some of which has come up and some that has not. And all of this, he was leaving, all of this grass, we did not plant. That is wild grass. And then the grass that we did plant, we had really nice ryegrass this winter. And it's only annual, so it died in the spring, or actually late spring, early summer, and we planted Bermuda with that. None of that came up, and then we got a little bit of Bermuda come up, but then Tony put weed killer on it and killed it to get rid of the stickers that we were out of control. The reason I am telling you all of that is because we have had a flash flood in our area, followed by like a day or two off, and then another flash flood, followed by 2 solid days of raining. Today is Wednesday, and even at noon today, it was still raining. So we're usually out here at the place we're renovating every day. Very rarely do we miss a day coming out here, but we did skip day and a half or two days really. I think we skipped 2 days because it was raining and we had other stuff going on and we didn't have to water. So we took a few days to rest, and there's been some damage. The inside of the house did not leak, and it is very nice inside, but the outside is a little bit worse for wear, and I'm gonna walk you around and show you. We did need to mow before and we were fixing to, and that's when all the rain started, but now everything is just wild and out of control. So yeah, I'm gonna start at the front and walk you around. It is pretty crazy. I kind of wish we would have been here to see it, but we might have freaked out. But I'm gonna take you around and show you what happened. All right, this is what I walked up to earlier. A lot of this stuff I didn't notice, but Tony pointed it all out to me a while ago. All of this is pine needles that were washed up. The sidewalk was completely covered, and there is a big gap between the dirt and the sidewalk. We had filled that up a lot, but now it has washed out. One of the major things that has happened is the siding that he put on has swollen and bowed out. It is hard. There's not much way to push that in. It has bowed this board out pretty good. So there's that, and then it's also happened on the opposite side, so that's gonna need some repair. A lot of this, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see on video, like just the washout of all of the pine needles. Apparently we had a monsoon. All of the horse stalls back there flooded out and washed. I'll just start over here and show you. I think it washed down there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can see the lines in the dirt, the path that the water took. And so there's my fruit tree guilds. I had black boards around the edges, look kind of like half of a house. And if my pipe that I put in the ground to deep water hadn't been there, I believe this little tree would be gone, because all of the boards are out of place. They all went up. This one, these had to have floated all the way up here before they settled. All this is washout. These little beds, I mean, you can't even see. Like, this had to have been covered. This wild watermelon that just grew here. He's still okay. You can see my marigolds were uprooted and laying over. Also, this is the grass, the dead grass that we had Bermuda all over here. And it looks like the dead grass, it's been dead a while, but it looked like it just laid down and died. Like the water, it just sat underwater for a while. I still cannot believe we were worn out here. But in the midst of all that, we have all this new grass, which I don't know if it's Bermuda or if it's wild. I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me. So I'll show you in a minute, but we have lots and lots of seedlings of something. All of this has pine needle washed up. My watermelons. Okay, so can you see that? Outside of the fence, laying all of this, the cedar, and it is washed up. Like, you can tell where the water went up there and stopped and then came back down. This is pretty deep. Like, it was up there. And that goes 8 feet. My poor watermelons. I don't have watermelons yet. I don't have pumpkins. But none of this was here. This board was not here. I don't know where that came from. I have no idea where that came from. My watermelon, these are my pumpkins. They look really happy. Here again, all of this was washout. This up here, none of that was there. That fence line you could see the bottom of. All of this is washed out. Now, Tony did get stuck in the truck the other day. He was backing up to, this was underwater, and he was backing up to pick me up so that I didn't have to stand in it. Actually, that was over here. And that was like right here where he parked, and he dug a hole that was about that deep. We've put a few loads of dirt over here. Anyway, so that's a washout. I thought that was from his tires, but it's not, because, okay, it carried the rope all the way out there. Y'all may think I'm being weird, like I've never seen rain before, but I've never seen rain like this. This board was up there. I moved it because we got little baby grass coming in, but I guess this was holding it and it washed it back up against it. My little honeydew is a different color. And he's kind of weird looking. So, see if I can find them. See these? Those stupid stickers we've been combating. But, see all the seeds? Okay, here's a big patch. See all those seeds? That is a lot of seeds. We did not plant. And they are everywhere. Everywhere. So we are praying that they are grass seeds and not weed seeds. So again, you can see the sandy soil, how the dirt came down. The wheat, that pile right there, we had delivered, but none of this was here. against the gate. The gate stopped it, but I don't really want to stick my hand in there. Definitely good mulch, that's for sure. I can't even get to the bottom of it without sticking my hand in here, and already locked up. I don't want to go in there, but I am telling you, it is probably twice that deep. Okay, so that's pretty deep. Okay, next up, the holes under the fence. We had no holes under the fence because we did not want the dogs trying to dig in or out. We now have new holes underneath and various new trash underneath. We have new things growing. Tony told me not to touch this because it might be poisonous, but these jelly substances are like mushrooms or fungi. There's one there, one there, one over there. Like, that is growing. I don't know what that slime is. We have had lots of wild mushrooms growing, and I bought a book on Texas mushrooms so we know which ones are dangerous or not. May some flatters. Now granted, I was leaving these guys for the birds to eat, and it was really fun to watch them. They would sit up on the backside and peck at the seeds. That one right there was pretty funny because they would sit on the top of the building and just snack away. But a lot of these were gone and done already, but some more have bloomed out. That's pretty cool. This is going to need some attention. I'm gonna go ahead and let them dry out and then cut them down and save the stalks. That's what I was doing here, but like I said, these new little guys are coming out. So all of this is washout. My chair was not there, obviously. This trash was not there. What is interesting is my raised bed garden that I had mulched very thickly. This was up there. This mulch was up there. It has definitely washed out. There is a nice big hole under the fence that used to not be there. Yeah, so if this gate hadn't been closed, it would have washed away. And you can see there's a distinct line right here. It's probably, I knew it was gonna be hard to convey in person, but that's a lot of water. All right, this is very interesting. This was smooth. I have raked every inch of this place, every single inch. There's not 1 inch back here that I have not raked, and that was smooth, okay? There was, not that I actually want everything to be flat, flat, flat. I like a little contour, but we had to rake it because of all of the trash, which, by the way, the water has revealed, guess what? That's right, more trash. You can see the water patterns there. We didn't know what this stuff was, the black. I'm assuming it's ash, but our wood pile over there, there's a nice big run out all the way over there and under here. Our building, my garden shed that I am not going to open right now, it was completely underwater. the wheelbarrow legs and all of the garden tools and stuff, they have a water line that you can see that is about two, um, probably 4 inches. That wasn't there. There was a gas can under there. Thankfully it was empty, but it had washed out. Again, all of this is contouring now. We have some spaces like this in the dirt. Besides showing this guy to you guys, I'm kind of making a record so we'll know for future reference what happens when we get monsoon like rain here. So we've had rain here. We've had a lot of rain, but not like this. So remember, if y'all remember the fence on the outside, we dug a trench and we put pine cones all the way along it to keep the neighbor's dogs from trying to get in and our dogs from trying to get out. And here are some of the pine cones. But for the most part, the pine cones, I think, saved a lot of water erosion, like dirt erosion. I knew the soil was bad back here, but this is erosion from the soil. So all of those pine cones were right here because we went all the way to the edge and to the end right there of that building. So I think the pine cones did their job and stayed. I would love to go back there and see. I don't want to drive back there. See, this is not something that was there before. Again, my sunflowers are done. That is a hole that needs to be taken care of. I can't drive back there because it is wet and my little car would get a flat, I'm sure. All right, I'm gonna try to stand up on this stump right here and see. Okay, don't die. Okay. I just want to see. Well, okay, we're in focus now. I wanted to see what happened back here without driving back there. Okay, that's it. Some more things sorry about my hand, have washed out. So I'm happy to know that this little shed, we looked inside and it is dry. So that is good. Over here, more washout. You can see the slope of the land. Let me get over here. You can see the slope of the land, how it went under the building over here. But the pine cones look like they saved a bunch of washout. So there's that hole there. This washed out a bit, but I'm grateful we did the pine cones. See, more trash, which we knew there was a little trash, but a lot of this was not here before. Okay, so over here, again, all this is washed out. The well house is good. It's on concrete. It's getting dark. Seeds everywhere. I know that we had a patch of weeds over here. I pulled all of those up. Since the ground's saturated, good time to pull weeds. Now over here, the moats that we dug around the trees to try to save them, even though some of them did not make it. This one we're hoping will live. That one's gone. That one's gone. I'm pretty sure this one's gone. And those are dead needles. That one is still alive, thankfully. And that one and that one are still alive. But the moats, now I did put a lot of pine needles around the base to try to give them some more moisture over there. And they are full there. It's getting dark. Everything else is pretty much the same, just wash out. But again, on the siding, a few of these boards have bowed out. Oh, good. That one can be screwed back in. That's good. Yeah, so over here, our mesquite tree we were worried about, it is heavy laden. It is laying down on top of that yucca, and it has gotten green beans instead of just brown beans. Like, it is wet like this. I had to tippy toe whenever I was hanging these up in the tree to try to keep the birds away. It was up there and I had to jump to reach it, so they are soaking wet. The good news, this has fallen down a bit. The good news is this sucker, that little vine is happy. The good news is that more washout. We didn't lose any tree limbs. That is incredible. And all of this was Bermuda. No, this side wasn't, but that side was. Anyway, we did not lose any tree limbs. Hold on. So, as I was saying, the good news is we didn't lose any tree limbs. That's a big, big bonus, because usually every time it storms, we lose a few tree limbs, if not a few trees. This one right there, we lost it in the last storm. I don't know how many ever months ago it was that it rained, 3-4 months ago that it rained. So unfortunately we lost that tree. But yeah, I think that the trees that we have remaining, besides the 2 or 3 big huge dead pines, I think that the ones that we have are healthy, and that is exciting. Also, some of the berry trees that we have back there, the mulberries or lilacs or whatever they are, those mulberries and stuff that always fall down around the ground, they were washed way, way up. So everything else is really green. We have weird seeds growing. If it is grass, thank you, Lord. If it is weeds, oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll deal with it and see what it is whenever it comes up. But yeah, the trees definitely got a good drink, and the house needs some repairs on the outside, but the inside is sound, except for the laundry room. We know we're gonna have to replace that laundry room, so that we replaced the outside walls, but it's gonna have to have a new roof and new flooring. So of course that leaked, but yeah, everything else is good, and that is good news. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and I will give you an update next time on if those are weeds or grass. Thanks for joining me on Lace Wing Lane. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, but I just wanted to make a record of what's going on out here, and later on when I figure out if those are weeds or grass, I will let you know. And that's it for today. I hope everyone is well and safe and your house didn't float away. And yeah, I'll see you next time on Lace Wing Lane. Okay, this is not my property, but I look at it a lot because there were goats, and their field is underwater. The whole, oh my goodness. Wow. That is a lot of rain, y'all. Okay. I've been out in this part of town since I was 20 years old. This was a little underwater the other day. Horses are here. That horse trailer is underwater. My mom and my brother lives over there, and I've never seen this road covered, ever. I might be wrong, but my car ain't gonna make that. So I shall turn around.